Don't skip. I'm going to build this full website in just 5 minutes. Hey everyone! Today we're building a modern website using only HTML and CSS, super beginner friendly. First, we start with .type HTML greater than. This tells the browser we're using HTML5. Then we give our page a title this shows on the browser tab. Add our CSS inside the style tag. I'm using this star selector to remove default margin and padding from all elements. I also set box sizing to border box so spacing works properly. And I'm choosing Arial font for a clean modern look. Now let's style the body. I'm adding a gradient background to make it look more attractive. Instead of plain colors, gradients make your design look more professional. And I set the text color to white so it's visible. Now let's build the navbar. I'm using a nav tag for the top section. Inside it, we add a logo using an H2 tag and a list for menu items. Now styling the navbar. I'm using flexbox to place items side by side. Justify content space between pushes them to opposite sides. And padding adds space around the navbar. For the menu, I remove bullet points using list style none. Then display flex to align items in a row. I add some margin between items so they don't stick together. Now let's make it interactive. When I hover over menu items, the color changes. This small effect makes your website feel alive. Now we create the main section. Add a container div to hold everything. I use flexbox again to center everything vertically and horizontally. This is a very important technique for modern layouts. Now adding a heading, paragraph, and a button. I increase the font size of the heading to make it stand out. For the button, I add padding, color, and rounded corners. Hover over the button, it changes color and scales up slightly. This gives a smooth and satisfying effect. Now let's add animation. I create keyframes called fade-in. This makes the text appear smoothly from the top. And I apply it to the heading. Watch this. Now let's build the navigation bar at the top. I'm using the nav tag. This is used for menus and links. Inside the nav, I'll add a heading for the logo. I'll call it CodeFast. Next, I'm adding an unordered list to hold the menu items. Now I'll add 3 list items: home, about, and contact. Make sure you close each list item properly. This is very important. Now let's create the main section of our website. I'm adding a div with the class name container. This will hold all our content. Inside this container, I'll add a heading. I'm writing, build this in 5 minutes. This will be the main title of our website, so we make it big and clear. Now let's add some JavaScript to make our website interactive. I'm adding a script tag at the bottom of the body. This is important because it loads after the HTML. Now I connect this function to the button using onClick. So when I click the button, watch this. This is how we make websites interactive using JavaScript. And that's it. We built a full website with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more coding tutorials like this. I post simple and powerful coding videos every week. See you in the next one.